Hey there, Sergio, Max Business Profits. I'm back talking about pricing, and we're going to talk about the 3 C's that are remaining. In our last video, we went through the first 3 C's of the total 6 C's of pricing, which was competitors, customers, and costs, with a little discussion on margin versus markup. So now let's talk about the remaining 3 C's: context, conviction, and confidence. So context. Context is seldom taught, even though we intuitively understand it, and it yields significant results. 1 hour of a plumber's time is worth way more to you when you have a pipe that's busted. Okay? It's the same guy who shows up with the same tools in the same house, but will gladly pay a significant premium because of the situation. So by considering context, we start to see that an offering values change depending on time, place, and situation. In fact, there can be a lot of contextual factors that will seem daunting until we realize each one is a potential opportunity. The mistake here would be to treat our offering as if one price fits every situation. That's a quick way to degrade your service. Conviction, also known as commitment. Conviction or self-assurance is the heart of pricing for business owners. When we feel confident in ourselves, our abilities, and our business offerings, we expect our customers to value us highly and feel comfortable setting our prices higher. When we're unsure of ourselves or we feel guilty about setting prices and when asking to get paid, this infects our pricing. It creates a feedback loop both in your business and psychologically, which puts a downward pressure on your price and left unchecked ultimately reinforces our lack of confidence for creating cash flow. It's a spiral downward. My job as an advisor is to show you how important to adopt a thorough pricing process that incorporates external perspectives, data points, and this becomes doubly important when confidence is an issue. So let's talk about confidence. Believe that you can raise your prices, even if it means raising your game, okay? The amount of such self-limiting beliefs that business holders hold in regard to pricing, to me, is just stunning. Quite often, I suggest raising prices only 10 or 20%, and the feedback I receive from the business owner is, nobody will pay that. What business owner fails to understand is that he is analyzing his price through his own eyes, his own aptitude, his own attitude. Again, back to context from another angle. That's when I remind him that to keep in mind that they're looking at pricing as someone who knows and understands their business, their technology, or skill set involved in executing that. But the consumer does not. The consumer does not have your skill set. The consumer does not have your aptitude. That's why they're calling you. This is particularly true in service industries. Many business owners feel like they're competing in a way like the mom and pop stores are competing with Walmart on price. Number one thing I teach my people is never, ever, ever compete on price. Even if it means raising your game to a new level. Raising your game means you'll have to deliver more value for the price you want to be paid. If you want to be paid 10 or 20% higher than you are now, you have to make that price substantiated by value. So the customer will feel it is fair or better yet, a deal. Ultimately, the end result is when I ask my clients to raise their prices, some as much as 20%, they find that most customers, consumers, or clients don't really object or notice. Chances are your competitors, or at least some of them, are already probably in that upper 10 or 5% of the industry in their local market. They're already there. And they're probably not delivering value for that price. My clients know in no uncertain terms that they must provide pricing in the upper 10% of their niche, but must also deliver that service unrivaled to any of their competitors. If you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, right? Okay, so real brief. Here's how you set your prices in 4 steps. Step 1, accurately calculate your costs. Step 2, assess your competitors' prices, consider how you differ from them, and adjust your own prices accordingly. Step 3, explore the economic value your customers receive from your offerings. Use this understanding to move your pricing closer to their willingness to pay. Okay? Number 4, evaluate the effect of context on your offerings value, okay? Think creatively and search for opportunities where the value you deliver is increased or the effect of the competition is decreased, okay? I am very good at helping my customers do this. This is Sergio, Max Business Profits, and I hope you learned something here beneficial today, that the 3 C's of pricing or the 6 C's of pricing are part of the P7 Prosperity System. You can learn more about the P7 Prosperity System by clicking that button below or going to my homepage. If you're interested in getting more personalized help for your own business, please contact us by pressing the button below, the other button, and getting a free 30-minute complimentary discovery session for your business. Thanks again for watching, and as usual, I have to leave you with a quote. This quote is my own. Poor pricing in a company is like dying a slow death by giving away your services, but a lot more slower and a lot more painful. As an icon from my generation used to say, can't do it. Live long and prosper.